Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And today, Murph and I are discussing Yankees, Baltimore, O's in Baltimore. Our first away series there. Severino versus Bradish on the mound. Game one, Murph. Severino delivered 6 innings, 1 earned, 7 Ks. Beautiful start out of him. You love to see it.
Yeah, dude, he gave me my ask, right? I think last episode I talked about what I was asking for from Severino. I wanted 6 strong innings, two or less earned runs, and sure enough, he delivers. He gives us that 6 innings, 1 hit, 1 run earned off a home run, 2 walks, 7 punchies for the kid. 7. He lowers his ERA to a 3.63 on the year. He was at a 4 prior to this game, so that's huge. That's huge for the program. He's looking good. He's trying to join the club, the sub 3 club, trying to get in there with Cole and with Nasty Nestor. I don't think he'll catch Nestor, but he can dream.
He won't catch Nestor.
No.
I think he can get his ERA to like a 3. I think he can maintain an ERA of a 2.9, 3, highest 3.5 this year.
Yeah, I think he'll sit around probably at 3-4. Would be my guess. Whole year.
That unbelievable stuff, electric stuff. Mm-hmm. Boone said after the game, he's a completely different pitcher. He's in fact better than he was before, in my opinion. He's a slider beyond effective. His changeup is filthy. He didn't have that before. He was a fastball, slider, occasional two-seam. I think he's mixing in a little bit of a cut fastball there, here and there, which every Yankee seems to be mixing in now. But he's a new and improved, and he's like the third ace, because I'm calling Nestor an ace. So I trust these 3 guys right now.
Right now I trust those 3 guys by far. Not that I don't trust J-Mo or Monty. It's just I don't trust the score for Monty, really. Is the biggest thing.
And J-Mo, sometimes you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting yet.
I think out of all the starters, I think J-Mo, in terms of like, if you don't have it, I think J-Mo struggles the most at all of them. I just don't think he has, because he doesn't have the fastest of fastballs, right? So that gets him in trouble. He doesn't necessarily have a nasty put-away pitch. They're all good. They're all effective, but I don't think, like, he's just not as nasty as Nestor. He's not as fast and hard-throwing as Cole. So I think out of the starters, if he doesn't have his, like, best stuff available for him, I think he's the one who runs into the most trouble out of the 5 starters right now.
Again, great stuff from Severino. A clean outing from Lasagna. Needed that.
Needed it.
Chad Green, clean outing. We'll talk about him. That'll probably be his last outing, second to last outing this year. Sadly, I hate saying
foreseeable future at least.
And then Chapman, not so clean, an inning, giving up a home run, but then again, still finishing the game off for us. He'll figure it out. He always starts like this, or it's vice versa. He's really good in the beginning and craps the bed at the end. Crap the bed now so that you do good at the end. So I'll take it. It's fine for me personally.
Yeah, I'll defend him a bit. That was a tough pitch he threw on Santander. He had 2 home runs, one off of Sevy, which was just like ridiculous how he managed to golf. He golfed both of them out on either side of the plate. I think, what'd they say? I want to say he's like the 8th person in the league to do that, to hit home runs on both sides of the play in one game.
He's like the only good player besides Mullins, in my opinion.
I think Hayes is good too.
And like
Mancini's got his moments. He's batting okay this year so far.
Yeah, but most value, like they would move on from, I think they would be Santander. Like if they're going to trade anyone, it would be him. Just because they have, like, Mullins is a future. Hayes is a future. I don't know about Santander, but like he's like the Hanser Alberto that plays for the Dodgers now. I think he's at that level of good player. It's just off to a slow start this year. But Yankee offense, dude, not bad. Not bad
at all. The boys did their thing. Donaldson, big game, 3 for 4 with a walk.
Another home run.
Another home run.
5th Rizzo.
with Rizzo homer right after him. Back-to-back action. Hey now. Trevino winning the catcher home run race with a 3-run shot hitting the foul pole. That a boy. Needed to see that producing at the bottom of the order. Big game for him. 2 for 4, 3 RBIs.
Love to see it. Yeah, Yankees win. Dudgewood did not play this game. Yankees win 6-2. Game 1. Good stuff. Way to start off the series.
Yeah, especially like you said, not having Judge. It's huge.
Over to game number 2. Now we have J-Mo Tyone versus Foundation supporter Spencer Watkins. Love to see a pitch. I'm sorry that the Yankees did this to you. J-Mo goes, before we get into that, J-Mo goes 5 innings, 3 earned, 2 punchies. Not as great as stuff. Still solid performance. Yankee offense, again, playing the Orioles, should be putting up runs. Michael King, my king, 3 innings, 6 punchies. And Chapman, another not clean inning.
Yeah, I know you just defended Chapman, but I'm getting sick of it, man. I'm getting sick of it, especially when you got the demon Clay Holmes doing this thing. I mean, dude.
We'll see that game 3, the demon. But
yeah, but like, I'm getting sick of it. He's been very, very lucky to 9 saves. Let's be honest here. He's been very lucky. He should be like 0-3 right now. Like 3 bad losses under his belt. Bailed out by Michael King. Fortunately enough, we've gotten big enough leads so he can't blow the game. But this was a close one. They could have won it.
There was a guy on third, right?
There was a guy on third.
Yep.
Ducks on the pond. He got away with one. He gave up 3 hits in 1 inning, 1 earned run. Only 1 punchy. I mean, he's raised his ERA to 2.63. I think going into this, he had like a 1 something.
Yeah.
So I'm getting concerned. There's clear regression. His fastball doesn't look great. His slider looks horrible. I feel like he gets beat on his slider every time he's throwing it now.
He doesn't throw his splitter anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Maybe he just doesn't have a feel for it still. I don't know. It's early, but I think it's early enough to where maybe you should be switching him to a setup spot and just ride the hot hand as it comes.
If anything, no, I wouldn't even go as a setup man after game 2. I would be putting him. It's back-to-back outings against a team that's down. The Orioles really don't have fight in them, in my opinion. They've gotten lucky.
I mean, yeah, they average 2 runs a game.
Yeah.
And the fact that they got
one of those 2.
Our closer. Yeah, he gave him, like, come on, man. Like, this is our closer. This is supposed to be the guy.
He's supposed to be Nails. And you go out there, like you said, 2 runs a game. You're allowing one of them. And you should only be facing maximum 4 or 5 hitters. So they're not seeing your stuff every day.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's not good. Like, you don't want your closer to be giving up runs consistently. Yeah, dude, I think they just got to switch it around and I think he needs more consistent work. And the only way you're going to do that is by getting him to more games. And as of right now, I want to get him to games. I want to give him that work, but I don't want to do it at the cost of games,
Yeah.
So if you have to bring him in, like, even to relieve a star, I don't know what you do. Like, maybe you relieve Nasty Nestor with Chapman. How crazy would that sound? But I think setup spot, you give him the 7th or the 8th to kind of give us by some time, see what he's got.
So if he does screw up,
we got time to get back in the game. But like in this situation, he blows it. We're done, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. He got away with 1. Yankees do win just to get away from that. King had an awesome outing as per usual.
He is confident, bro.
Dude, swagger all day, every day.
21 inches of horizontal break on his slurve, or as some Yankee guys call it, the whirly.
Dude, imagine if that dude could be using Pine Tar right now. How crazy would that pitch be?
Yeah.
It'd be unhittable.
Imagine that with Spider Tag.
Oh.
The Spider Tag gate. Ooh.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yankee offense, though, man. Judge, 4 for 5, 3 homers, 3 RBIs. Should have been 3 homers.
Could have been 3 homers.
But, Baltimore Orioles left field wall now apparently isn't a favorite amongst the Oriole players.
No, they hate it too because it doesn't make sense.
According to Clay Mancini.
Team. Yeah, they're a righty-heavy team. They love that was the best thing about that park. Everyone could hit it out to left field like it was nothing, right? It gave them a shot. Their offense is horrible this year. And I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it every time they bring up the left field. It's because the Orioles were hoping to bring in more pitching, and the idea is to scoot the wall back so more high-level starters will come in. They don't pay anybody.
The high-level starters need runs first.
They need money too, and the Orioles don't pay nobody. So who are they gonna sign? I don't get it. It's such flawed reasoning. It's so dumb. It's so idiotic. I hate them for it. Like, this is what makes me want the MLB to post some sort of regulation. Like, you can't just go, I'm scooting the wall back another 80 feet because there's too many home runs.
They should have put double monsters, like left field and right field.
Dude, like something. I don't know, man, but that's ridiculous that they did that. It actually is so annoying.
Judge hit technically 3 out. Like,
I mean, bro, like this would have been a completely different series. Like, I think we would have run it up so much more. I think Gallo would have had 1. Stan would have had like 2.
No, Stan would have had like 3 more.
Yeah. Judgy would have had like, I think 2 more. We had so many guys who would have had home runs there.
You got to hit it like an extra 20 feet because you saw what Stan's home run today in game 4, like long gone. No one's done that for the Orioles this year.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about this later, but Santander's homer in game 4, like that was like, oh, is it gonna leave? But
yeah, dude, like I that's so infuriating that field change because it looks stupid too. Like, it looks so stupid. And see like that random cut in and just
the corner is beyond, like, player safety, dangerous.
Dude, there's a jutted corner coming out into the
It's
field.
not like it's a curve or like it's a freaking point. Like, a player's gonna run into that and get like decapitated or something, get an arm taken off. Yankees though did really good though offensively.
Yankees performed. The offense shows up 11 hits, 18 still left on base, which leads you to believe they didn't necessarily have the most efficient eye, but hey, you take a win, 5 runs, you take it off a bad Baltimore team, 11 hits. Did have 1 error.
Torres again, stats aren't looking good, but he's putting up like a hit a game.
Hey, that's his first error of the year though, so you're not going to be too mad at it. I don't really remember do you remember the error? I don't remember it. This game feels so long ago.
Yeah, it feels like a week ago, this game.
Yeah,
but
I kind of hate 4-game series for that reason. Like, I just can't remember. The first 2 games are a blur, and the last 2 are just right there.
Yeah.
Happens. Whatever.
But LeMahieu gets a hit, no RBI. 2 hits for Torres, a hit for Donaldson, extends his, I think it was his on base streak. Yankees win 5-4. Headed now to the millionaire starting pitcher for the Yankees, the multi-millionaire. Garrett Cole goes 7 innings, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts. Those 2 runs should have happened, should not have happened. I think there was
Listen, I'm tired of that man in center field. All right. I'm tired of him out there. Dude, he goes 0 for 4 this game, 2 strikeouts, and there was 2 balls I distinctly remember where I said he could have easily, like, one that bounced and hit off, went over the wall, and I think that was was that Hayes? Yeah, that was Hayes who got that ground rule double.
Yeah, Hayes.
I think that was a very catchable ball. I think most center fielders get to that ball and catch that ball, because if you saw that ball bounced maybe a foot in front of him, I feel like he could have laid out for that. I mean, for God's sakes, Gonzalez lays out for one that same inning, I think.
Yeah.
He laid out. He made a huge play.
And Marwin's older. He doesn't have to.
He doesn't play right field. He doesn't play right field.
Yeah. he doesn't have and like he isn't like he's a utility guy who can barely move out there, and he's laying out.
Yeah, and he's laying out, and he doesn't play right field. He's never played right field in Camden yards for sure, and he's laying out, making a play for the ace. And then you had another one right in front of Hicks. He literally almost kicks it, and he doesn't lay out for that one. So it's like, bro, like if you're not going to play defense, your head's not in the game defensively. It sure as hell's not there offensively. What the hell are you doing out there? You know what?
Yeah,
what are we doing? Like
and
it's just wasted time.
They're batting him leadoff, dude. Like, get him the frick out of the game, dude. I don't like. We paid LeMahieu how much to sit? Okay, one game, but I'm not expecting him getting on base. He doesn't like in places where Trevino's on. I think Trevino hit a double. I think it was in the last inning, and then in the ninth he hit a double, and Hicks is up. He's looking to walk. All you have to do is put the bat on the ball, and he gets over to third, and the next guy fly out. Yeah. No, strikeout.
Especially the guy who's coming up next is the hottest hitter on the planet right now, and Aaron freaking Judge.
Yeah. He'll put the bat on the ball.
Do a job. Like, move. Your whole reason for being there is either to A, walk, or to B, just put the ball in play and do a job and move someone over. And he can't do that.
He's swinging at ball 4 most of the time now. He's not even he's looking to walk, but now he's swinging at balls. Like, I can't take him in the lineup anymore. Yankees got to do something about him, because if they're willing to win this season, it's not with Aaron Hicks on the team.
It's not and
this guy's getting consistent plate appearances. I got
some stats for you after. We'll wait till after game 4, but we'll bring up some stats that are just gonna finally drive, because we ain't hating for no reason, people. Listen. There is statistical evidence to support this hate,
and it's available to the public.
It's available to the public.
It's free.
So,
it's free.
But getting back to Cole, he does win. He records his 4th win of the season. I think he ties Clay Holmes for the most wins on the Yankees. He went 7 strong innings, like you said. 5 punches. I mean, this was a grinder for him. They were kind of hitting him early. Especially Hayes. Hayes had his number. I think he go 2 for 4 off of him.
Yeah, he's RBI. Good, man. Hayes is good.
3 for 4, 2 for 4, probably. Hayes is really good.
3 for 4. He's good, man.
I think 3 for 4 on the day, yeah.
But he's right behind Mullins, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's really
listen, the Orioles have a really good top 4. I mean, not really good, but they have a solid top 4. I'll say
it's better than other people's top 4.
Yeah, it's listen, the stats are deceiving, especially when you look at Santander's average, but he's a dangerous hitter regardless. And he did some damage to us last game, and you'll see in game 4 where he did his damage. And he's a phenomenal player when he's on. So that top 4, it can eat. They just need some other pieces around them, and they might actually be able to do something. But yeah, Clay Holmes, Damon comes in 2 innings, gets the save, 1 strikeout, only allows 1 hit.
0.44 ERA.
0.44. I think he ties Mariano for consecutive scoreless innings.
He's at 19 right now.
19 scoreless innings.
Can we talk about? When he was pitching, I was watching. The announcers brought up slow heartbeat. This guy doesn't seem phased on the mound. He seems like every pitch is just, a bullpen pitch. It's filthy. It's there every day. The sinker, dude, is beautiful. He's throwing it by Odor, making it look like it's nothing. I didn't even I was like, Odor has a little look in his eye. Is he going to take him deep? Who knows? He just threw it right down the middle, and it starts it looks like it's starting at Odor, and it ends up on Trevino catches it like this on the other side of the plate. It's disgusting. This pickup has paid off,
dude,
in my opinion.
I don't think anybody saw the returns of this pickup coming. I sure as hell did not. I did not see him becoming a demon, and I vote for him to be our closer. If I'm being honest, I'd feel so much better having this guy close out our games and seeing Chapman potentially blow another game. This is like he's on demon mode. He literally has not given up a run in 19 plus innings. A little concerned about the usage rate, maybe. They do use him a lot, but then again, they are winning a lot. So you kind of got to take the highs with the lows, you know? You got to use your hot hands while you got them.
With wins come usage. So you got to use those. I was going to say great responsibility, but then Chapman doesn't have that responsibility now. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah. He's going to have it still. I think, you know, we're wishful thinking here that they will take the initiative and move him out of that closer spot. But they will not. We know the Yankees is not what they do.
This will be Boone's one thing that he won't do is move Chapman out of the closer.
He won't do anything about Hicks in center field until potentially the All-Star break. And he won't do anything about Chapman in the closer spot until he pitches to like a 7 ERA and he's blown 7 games out of the water.
Estevan Florial, though, in the minor leagues, homered today. I think it's his 4th homer of the year. Yeah, he has 10 hits in his last 12 games.
Yeah, dude.
Which is it's good. It's it's something Hicks isn't doing. Give him a shot.
Yeah. To put it lightly, something Hicks isn't doing. Good win by the boys regardless. A little bit of a sweater, 3-2. Yeah, it was a grinder. I mean, Judgy goes over, unfortunately. Hicks goes over, of course. You know, Rizzo does his thing. Donaldson 2 for 3. Torres 1 for 4 with an RBI. He does his thing. Gallo struggles continue.
Yeah. Well, Yankees win 3-2.
Oh, and I felt bad for Gallo this game, especially because, you know, he struck out 3 times and then he walked his last at bat. And then people started chanting "Go Joey Gallo," and you could see him he's just so sad. He's angry. He's like shaking his head. Like,
did you see his face after the walk when everyone's chanting? He was
that's what I'm saying. He looks so sad. He looks so angry and so sad, and I feel so bad. But what do you expect?
I just got a really funny notification from Bleacher Report, but we'll get into that one in after Game 4 because I really don't have much to say about Game 4. Game 4, Montgomery versus Bruce Zimmerman. He pitches us always pretty well. Not this game. Yankee offense throws up a 6 spot on him. Not on him, but on 5 spot on him. Stanton gets a home run over that stupid porch out there on the left. Not even a porch, a mountain. And Connor Falefa, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. He's slowly finding his groove. Rizzo, 2 hits, 2 runs, a double. He gets thrown out of the game, which, in my opinion, if that didn't happen, there's no reason for him getting thrown out of the game there. He's talking in the dugout. No reason. Umpire made it about himself, threw him out of the game. We are 1 out closer to getting out of the game in the 9th. Again, not DJ's fault. He hasn't played a lot of first base this year. Let it slide, whatever. It's a mistake that never should have happened.
Yeah, I think you said it. You hit it right on the head. I mean, Rizzo, he didn't even say anything that bad from my understanding. He really just said, like, that's the same spot or that's the same pitch or something like that. And he gets quick trigger. Blue
of
throws
all
him out.
People, Anthony freaking Rizzo. He's never. I think he's maybe gotten thrown out once in his lifetime. Besides this, if not, this was his first time. Which is just like he doesn't argue. He's one of the nicest players in baseball. Doesn't do anything mean. Yeah,
and that's infuriating, you know, to see that, especially like how close the game is. We're coming down the crunch time. It's late in the game, and you're just gonna pull the trigger like that and throw them out. I hate when Blues do that. Like, you should have a way longer leash. You know, it's a tight game.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a heat of the moment. He's trying to do his best for the team, and you know he doesn't want to strike out in that situation. So I don't know. That's terrible stuff from the umpire right there. And it comes back, like you said, to bite the Yankees in the ass. Also, what comes back to bite the Yankees in the ass is the lack of sharing of love. And I'm talking about guys like Castro. 7 days rest, hasn't pitched. Wandy, 7 days, hasn't pitched. Licky, I think he's pitched twice this month. And you put him in to close a game in this situation, tie ball game. He hasn't pitched in over 10 days, basically.
That's
crazy to me.
Who else was there to go to? Like,
you could have put Lasagna to close it,
You could have left Lasagna out there for more than one out.
Yeah, you wasted him on an out. I mean, granted, they didn't believe the Chad Green, unfortunately, he goes down with an injury, arm discomfort, which never a good sign. Never a good sign for a reliever, especially. And that just kind of shows that the top goons might be getting overused a little bit early. Mm-hmm. Understandably so, because we are winning a lot of games. And when you're performing well, we ride the hot hands. Although Chad Green was struggling a little bit early, you have to keep throwing him in the mix because he's one of the top guys at the end of the day.
Don't they have Schmidt up?
Schmidt could have come in this game. He could have given us some length.
Unless he's going to start one of the Chicago games, but right now they have their normal slated starters to go.
Normal starters, and then now they're probably going to bring up a arm. Possibly a bat. Who knows?
I think we need an arm because I will take not fixing the Hicks situation now because we need an arm. We need guys to have rest. Again, I would think Castro gets in game 2 of this upcoming series.
Just a rough outing for him too. He comes in and unfortunately he's a guy who needs consistent work. He needs to get in there every 3 days, like clockwork at minimum. Yeah. So when he goes 7+ days without throwing, this is what's going to happen.
But Wandy did good.
Wandy performed really well. Hopefully he's going to be able to step up and kind of, take a bigger role now that Chad Green's potentially done for this foreseeable future. Hopefully it's not that long. Maybe, who knows? It could be 8 weeks max. But it's never a good sign. Arm discomfort is never something you want to see as an injury because that usually means the dreaded word we will not say on the show.
We don't say that
on Chad Green. We don't say that. But
unless
it's never
it
a good
actually
thing. Normally
happens.
it means 60. Normally it means 60 days. So Licky, he's not getting used. That kind of brings up the question: how much longer is he going to be around? If he's not getting used consistently, he's just wasting a spot on the roster in the bullpen. Maybe you go out and get a guy at the deadline, or maybe now. Who knows? Maybe you go peek around the league, so you can get from around the league. I'm scared if the Yankees come knock and ask for a guy because the last 3 guys I think they wanted been pretty good. So maybe you go, all right, why do you want this guy? What do you see that we don't?
What do you see? Are you gonna pull a Clay Holmes? The walk-off home run from Santander. We only have 10 minutes left remaining. A walk-off from Santander. That was not a bad pitch. It was in. He had to turn on that. He yanked it. It got out.
He had himself a day. He went 3 for 4 for them, 3 RBIs. Dude.
What are you gonna do? We can't win them all. I would have rather lost the game, one of Chapman's messes than this game because it was
a heartbreaker.
Yeah, heartbreaker. You're head back home, but we're head back home.
Yeah.
So hopefully, lights a little bit of a fire.
I hope one guy in particular doesn't head back home, and that is Hicks. Just to really quick break down some stats for you right here on why we hate this guy. If you were to look at his baseball savant and look at his percentage rankings, it's ugly. It's probably the ugliest in the league if we're being honest. Like, it's horrible. It's not good. And just to break down, this month in May, in 48 at-bats, he has 4 hits. He's batting to a .083 on the month of May, 228 OPB or OBP, .104 slugging. I've never seen a .104 slugging at any individual. He does not hit any home runs. He batting first, by the way, he's batting to a .182. And that's in 33 at bats. That's not just a small sample. That 33 at bats. He has not been a good historically leadoff guy for the Yankees. They have to stop doing it. They have to. He's horrible. The only thing Aaron Hicks does good is he walks, and he can't even do that as of late.
Can't even do the field. He's not even fielding the right way anymore.
He's not fielding the right way.
He's broken.
Yeah. His mental decision making out there is horrible. Like just like simple throws, like, hey, guys are gonna tag up, Like his arm is a liability. His ability, his speed's a liability right now. His glove is a liability. His bat's a liability. The guy needs to go. His stats are horrible on the month.
We should have known this.
He seems to hit well in, I guess, is the 7th spot. He is in 28 bats. He's got 6 hits. He's batting 300 there. 417 on base. 450 slugging. 867 OPS. So maybe bat him 7th, but if I'm being honest, don't bat him at all. Bring me up Florial, who you talked about earlier. This guy's been having a huge month of May. He's batting 311 right now. 380 on base. 533 slugging, 913 OPS. He's gotten 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 5 walks, 6 stolen bases, which is something I think the Yankees have to do more of, is steal more bases. Bring this guy up. Get this bum Hicks out of here. I'll trade him for nothing, dude. I don't even care. Trade him for a player to be named later.
Yeah. I'll take.
I don't know what you got to do, but get this guy off my team, man. I can't take this bum in center field no more. I just can't do it.
The past game, I think the game 2 and 3, he came up with the bases loaded or runners on multiple times, and they keep on putting the stat, which just pisses me off. It's like, we know he sucks. He has like 3 hits this year. I think he's come up the most with guys on with ducks on a pond. He has like a $136 batting average with bases loaded, 4 hits, like 8 or 9 Ks. And that's with like no outs, and then eventually either be grounded to a double play, which again, if it's no outs, you got to, shorten up, put a ball in play, score a run. You have to score a run with at least the bases loaded and no outs. Because he starts the BS when he gets out with no outs and the bases loaded. I've seen it happen multiple times this year. I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah, so his scoring position, it's $130 overall, just guys on the pond. Bases loaded, he's yet to record a hit. He's batting 0. He has not gotten a hit with bases loaded. It's happened 5 times. He's gone 1 walk, which is his only RBI. It was 1 walk.
Which was Kopech.
Yep, that was Kopech.
Yep.
He has yet to record a hit with bases loaded. He's quite literally our worst hitter with runners in scoring position.
Yep.
And it's not good.
Bright side. Can we go to the bright side real quick?
Going to the bright side real quick. The team as a whole is performing really well. I think offensively, in terms of OPS, the Yankees are number 1. Slugging, they are number 1. Home runs, they are tied for 2nd with the Los Angeles Angels. They are 1 behind the Houston Astros at 55. Houston's at 56. We're at 55. They are ranked 4th in RBIs. The Yankees are doing big offensively despite a bum like Hicks dragging us down, and unfortunately the woes of Joey Gallo. Going to the pitching side, the Yankees are the top of the American League in ERA with a 2.86. Monster stuff. They rank 2 overall in baseball. And WHIP, the Yankees are ranked 3rd. And let's go to strikeouts. The Yankees are 4th. The Yankees are doing big statistically across the board. They are proving they are a top team. That regardless, you could be like, they're playing bums. But last time I checked, Toronto was supposed to be the favorites in our division. And the Chicago White Sox were supposed to be the favorites in the American League.
Yep.
We're sunning both of them, man. So we're doing it on both ends. We're pitching well. We're hitting well. It's going to be scary when this team puts it all together.
And I think we're very close to putting it all together. Sad that we lost today. Yankees win the series 3 out of 4. They head home to face the White Sox and then the Orioles. And then we got our first day off in, I think, 3 weeks. But that's good for us. Hope good day to recover. Come back after the series. Let's win. We can win the next 2 series. We can. Let's do it.
Yeah.
White Sox. I'm not afraid of them. Again, Baltimore. I'm more afraid to face the Orioles than I am to face the Blue Jays right now.
Can't agree with you there. Can't do it. But hey, I like the confidence. So I will.
No, but the thing is,
follow.
the Yankees have risen to the occasion against the better teams.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. Litmus test coming up eventually would be the Rays. I think we play them at the end of the month, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we play them at the end of the month. That is going to be a huge litmus test for the boys, as they are the number 2 team in the AL. Yeah, I mean, dude, best record in baseball sitting at 28-10. You can't complain. I mean, you can, but like,
you really can't.
We won't complain too much, you know?
Yeah.
We'll be nitpicky in certain areas, but for the most part, we're just going to enjoy the momentum while we got it.
Gotcha. We got 2 minutes remaining of this podcast, but I want to bring up a very funny article that just popped up on my phone via John Heyman. San Francisco is seen as the contender to land Yankee star in upcoming free agency, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that this article would come up because I've heard this rumor before. The Giants love their big sluggers. They love their big-time outfielders. Yeah, they don't surprise me as being a potential contender, but let's be honest, the year that Aaron Judge is having, he's going to get the bag. He's going to get paid. He's going to stay in New York. He wants to stay in New York. If the money's anywhere near, he's going to stay in New York. End of discussion. I mean, there's no need to dive deep into this, man.
Yep. Just, of course, right? Yankees lose. Here's the article.
Yeah, of course they're going to drop this article right as we lose.
Haters. Yankees are red hot. We drop a tough one, but we're going to get back to our winning ways these next 2 series at home. Murph, We got a minute. Any closing remarks? And we got to end it.
Get rid of Hicks. That's all.
Get rid of Hicks.
Man. Get rid of that guy. Give me Florial. Let him sink or swim in the big leagues.
Well, Murph, if you agree with Murph, leave a like, subscribe, comment below your thoughts. We'll see y'all in the next Mic'd Up Savages episode. Later.